Hi everyone, Ben from Amplifi here again. Today we're with William Durning, who's the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce. Now he also does a lot of other things that you might not be aware of. He is the chairman of Thompson's ITM. He is the co-founder of Directors Incorporated and also the owner of a Subway franchise here in Hamilton. He's done a lot of things in the past. He's done a wide range of positions, board members, directors and chairmen for other organisations. But today we're here to talk to him about his time with the corporate clowns in the Christmas parade last year. William, tell us about why you got involved.
It's a really good question. Why do you get involved? Well, I'm a firm believer that business is one of those components to a great community. So it's about meaningful work, about a great healthy environment and a strong community. And so, I'm really privileged in my job. I get to talk to a lot of interesting and dynamic people about business. I have a really cool environment that I get to live in. And actually I'm really passionate about my community, and this is a really good way, I thought, that you could knit the business part in with the community and have a bit of fun to boot.
Definitely. Certainly word on the street is you certainly came out and had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, I have been described as being somewhat enthusiastic, but I love life, and we live in a really privileged part of the world, and so to have a bit of fun and bring some joy and put some smiles on some people's faces, hey, look, that's a great time for me.
Definitely, and what a great time of year to do it as well.
Yeah, it is. It's a lovely time to be with people you care about, your family, friends, but also as a community, just to realise that a little bit of celebration and sharing, I suppose, sharing the love. I know it sounds a bit sort of quaint, but I actually really believe that. Yeah.
Definitely. So what's one of your highlights while you dressed up as a clown? What was something that stuck out?
The highlights for me are around seeing, actually, it doesn't matter whether it's little kids or mums or dads, and you just get to put a smile on their face. Definitely. And you take the mickey out of yourself a little bit and you dress up in some, I'm not exactly sartorially styly, but you dress up in some rather gaudy outfits, you have a bit of fun, but putting that smile on someone's face, and it's something as simple as giving them a little lolly and you see the big smile break out. And as I say, it doesn't matter whether it's a kid or right through to a grandparent, you just, there's something really joyful about that. Yeah, that's the cool part for me.
No, indeed. And I guess in the media at the moment, clowns have had a bad rap.
They have, yeah. There's been some rather, I would say, unclown clowns out there.
Exactly. So, I mean, the comments have come up on the Facebook page with people talking about, is it appropriate to have clowns at a kind of parade? I guess I wanted to have your intake to what you would say to them.
Well, I'd go back to the fact, if you think back to the original clowns, which were like the court jesters, and the whole idea there was to have fun and bring joy to people's lives. I think the context of when we're going to be doing this, it's part of a really big parade. The clowns is just one part of a whole community coming together. I think that when people see the sincerity and they realise that these are good people in the community who are wanting to give back in a fun and joyful way, that they'll realise that that's not how some of these other larrikins and reprobates have ruined what that I think the original intention of clowns is all about. So I think good sensible people will realise that there isn't anything to do with each of those groups.
Yep, definitely. And I suppose if the kids have any concerns anywhere, they're supported by family and friends. They've got lots of people around them, and it's a great environment.
And we also realise that people dressing up and so forth. We're very careful about how we approach people. A lot of the time we actually have a lot more banter with the mums and the dads, and then the kids are sort of saying, "Oh, well, hang on, what about me?" And can I? So it's not just about kids; it's also about adults as well, because we all have busy lives, we all have the daily trials and tribulations that we get through, and so if someone can put a smile on your face and make you feel as though you're part of a community that does care about each other and does celebrate, I think it's actually quite an important thing to remember and enjoy. Yeah.
Fantastic. So William, Christmas is a great time of year. What's one of your favourite memories?
Well, for me, it's midnight mass. So my mum and dad's passed away now, but we've been brought up Catholics, and so for us, my mum's Italian, so we would go to midnight mass as a family. I have 3 younger brothers who are now all over the world and in other parts of the country. So we'd go to midnight mass together, and then we'd come home and we'd have a party with all our friends at sort of 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And as someone who was very young, there was something quite mysterious about that, and quite special. And there'd be lots of singing and coming together, and not just being grateful and giving thanks. So that for me is what Christmas is all about, is that religious aspect, which is quite important to me, but then being with my friends and family. Yeah.
Definitely. So it's a great combination of both, and being tradition. So every year you would do it and you'd look forward to it.
And even now with my wife and our 2 girls, and I mean they're not Catholics, but we still we'll go to mass together, and then at midnight we in the early hours of the morning we'll have a party, and it's again that thing around being together. So that for me is what Christmas is all about.
Perfect. So what if I was to say name a favourite Christmas carol?
Oh, Christmas. Now this is where you really need to be talking to my wife and our girls, because they love Christmas carols. I'm not so much on that. But what I can say is that on Christmas Day we always eat together as a family. So there's that thing in the wee hours of the morning, but again, that whole love of food and being together. But Christmas carols play constantly, so it really doesn't matter whether it's old traditional or very modern. They just continually play, to the point where I suppose if you weren't into carols you would almost think that it's a trial. But I think there's so many really neat songs that just bring fun, and again it's that reminder of being together as a family and that special time of the year.
Certainly.
So there's nothing, sorry Ben, that comes immediately to mind.
That's fine. And I guess the question that I like to ask most people, can you name all of Santa's reindeer? All
of Santa's reindeer? No, I'd be struggling there, but I can remember Rudolph, Donner, Blitzen, Comet. No. Actually, that's something I should really get my act together on, isn't it? Yeah, I could try and remember the whole. The 9, I believe. Yeah, there's 9, so that's 4.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be some really angry reindeer. They might come. They might miss me out.
No, well, they're coming up to their peak season, so they've been out. They've been training.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
okay,
we've heard they've been at the Novotel training. So
Dick has got a very good operation there. Yeah. So okay. Well, I'm going to have to get back together and sort of brush up on my reindeer naming. So there you go, only 4.
Perfect. All right.
Is that a pass?
What's that?
We'll come back to me on that one. Undecided.
Slightly under 50%. So, but it's probably better than a lot of people.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
Perfect. So we've got the events coming up soon, which is great with Hamilton. So how long have you been a Hamiltonian?
How long have I been a Hamiltonian? Alison and I moved here with the girls. It's got to be close to 20 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah, 20 years ago, more or less. Yeah, it does, and we've had fun. So time does fly.
Great.
Yeah.
And why do you think it's important as a city to celebrate these sort of events? Like we've got the Christmas parade, we've got the big Christmas tree, and we've got the carols coming up.
I think it's just that whole fact of being mindful that we really are blessed in this part of the world. We have a beautiful, clean environment. When you consider New Zealand to other parts of the world, we're incredibly safe and at peace.
Certainly.
Yeah, well, we've got little challenges that we've got to work our way through, and that's always the case. But compared with other parts of the world, boy, we really are safe, and there are really good people who work really hard to be a part of a community, and coming together and realising that there are other good people just like you, from all walks of life, from all sorts of backgrounds, and just coming together and putting smiles on each other's faces. I think that's something really powerful. I think that's what people want to have in a community, and I think it's important that we demonstrate that, just to keep people remembering that it is great to be in the heart of the Waikato and in the heart of New Zealand. And
definitely. So the more people we can get down into these events, and the more that we can get the community together, the stronger that feeling becomes. And
it's that community spirit. It's just that joy of giving. And the cool part about giving is that the more you give, the more you receive. And so by sharing just those simple little things with others, you come away feeling better for it yourself. So I think it's really important. And look, you think of all the hours that you spend on all sorts of other things during your day. Giving up a little bit of time to give back to a community which has been good to you, I think it's the least you can do.
Definitely.
So that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose that ties into the next question. I mean, what would you say to businesses leading up into these events?
Look, business is full of challenge, and business is competitive and it's tough, but the reason that we do well in businesses is because of the great communities that we've got around us. Great people that come and work in the businesses that you manage or own, people that you trade with. It's an important part of giving back. We've got some really stunning examples of some really good business women and men who recognise that and understand the really critical importance of giving back. And this is a really simple way to give back. It doesn't cost you anything, just a bit of your time and a bit of mickey taking of yourself, being prepared to put a smile on some people's faces. That's not a lot.
No.
It should be something that we should be clamouring and fighting over to be a part of. I think it's a great thing to do.
Perfect. Well, look, you heard it from William here. Come in and support these events. We've got the tree lighting coming up on the 3rd of December. We've got the Christmas parade coming down Anglesey Street on the 11th of December, and we've got the Christmas carols on the 17th of December. So we need your support to come in, and back your community with regards to these events. And William, we thank you for your time.
No,
and
my absolute
fantastic
pleasure.
Christmas.
I certainly will, and you too.
Perfect, thank you.
Cheers.